Yes and no. I didn't really have a plan from a career perspective. I have friends that have had that, and it served them well. I mostly was just trying to grow and continue to learn and stay humble and just move forward in the music and make the most meaningful contribution I could make. Um, I do think that there are certain times when, you know, maybe it was easier or more difficult in terms of building a life in the music. I think this is a particularly difficult time. I think it's gotten tougher over the last 5 or 10 years. Things that used to be, that I was able to organize in Europe at a certain time are tougher now. Flights are more expensive, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I'd had a different kind of plan and I said, well, I'm going to go a certain sort of way from a career standpoint, but I don't think that's my nature. I think I love too much music. Maybe that didn't serve me in a certain way from a career standpoint, so that from an industry standpoint, they would say, all right, this is a straight ahead guy, or this is an avant-garde guy, or this, and it's interesting. I haven't heard the name of John Arabagon's band, but I just love the name of the band. Mostly Others Do the Killing, and I have not heard any of that music, but I just thought, simultaneous to him winning the Monk competition, having a band with that name, I think things like that, if you have a strong political statement to make, combined with an artistic statement, I think that can be, a great opportunity to do that. For me, I just kept learning and playing. I was playing a lot at that time with Maria Schneider and Bill Charlap, and I was subbing in T.S. Monk's group and Tana Reid and different bands I was working with, and I just kept marching forward. I will say that when I came back to New York, I had an agent who was trying to book some things for me, and she called me later on, like in the latter part of '97. She just said, I just can't book anything. I'm stumped. I'm really heartbroken. And this is somebody and was representing some big people, but some of those doors didn't open.
Right.
But by the latter part of '97 into '98, a lot of things kind of did open in Europe, and I started going over there. In fact, actually, before the Monk competition, Ronnie Scott had walked into Visiones, and I was playing with Maria, and he came up to me and he hired me. He said, I want you to come and play in my club. So I had an association with that club. I had there was a couple different places in Paris I was going to. I had some friends in Norway. I was doing the Oslo Festival, which much of that was actually happening before more competition, but it allowed me to parlay that into some other work and teaching and things. So.